I don't think that's funny either.
I
Like
don't
it's
like
like
it at all.
I hate
think
it.
it's
We're going, by
offensive.
the way. We're recording. Yeah, right. It's like
1, 2, 3.
it bothers.
Yeah, it's
that,
like I don't like it. I don't like the noise of
You
it.
guys just
Move-
don't. You guys just
Keep
aren't.
your hand back. Yeah.
You're not sophisticated. You're
Welcome
not-
to
you're
the
sensitive.
Triple F podcast.
This is a new episode, and I totally
Is it
didn't just change my shirt for the illusion.
I wore the same T-shirt twice.
Damn, dude, this thing's tight as hell. I look fat as fuck.
You do look kind of crazy, dude.
Bah,
Yeah,
dude.
there you go, flex
God
and show.
damn, dog.
Dude, I got a massage today.
Dude, that sounds so nice.
Massages sound relaxing until you realize that a Jamaican woman is giving it to you, because they're not relaxing at all. I go in there, she's like, take your shirt off. I took my shirt off.
Take your shirt off, man.
Hey.
Hey, what
That's
are
how
you
she talked.
doing?
That's how she talked.
Take
She
your
was
shirt-
like-
you
she
mind
was-
if I
Take
play
your
some
shirt
Bob
off.
Marley?
She was
man?
like, undress to where you're comfortable. And that's how she talked. And I took my shirt off, and she went, oof.
no.
I swear to God, she went, oof.
Because
Which
you're
is,
hairy.
I don't know.
I think it's probably a mixture of both. but-
Regardless, what is this, your first day on the job? You've seen fatter people
Yeah, and hairier people.
and
for
hairier
sure.
people.
I've
but
got to
then
touch this man.
airy boy. But she, I laid down on the thing, and dude, massage has not started. She does this. What's this here? And she's poking me with one finger, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't see back there. And she goes, yeah, I got a lump. It looks cancerous.
No.
Yep. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to
What?
do. So then she just starts the massage, and then like the whole time I'm just like, do I fucking melanoma?
Do I have cancer
Like,
now?
do I have skin cancer? Do I have to get like skin cancer removed? Like I'm
What
freaking out. And then 10 minutes later I'm like, hey, that thing on my back, what is it like? What does it look like? Is there hair growing out of it? Because there's hair growing out of it, it's like benign or whatever. Like,
I did not know that.
and I'm like, what does it look like? And she goes, don't worry about it. I rubbed it. It popped. It was a zit.
Gross,
Dude, I have issue with that on so many levels. That's so fucking like not gross that you had a zit on your back. It's
I
crazy.
smeared it around.
oh, it's crazy to be
Well,
like.
I felt her dab my back with like a towel.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't like, it's not like it was like oozing out. She was just like wipe and then like kept it going. But it's crazy that she was like, oh, also, if I didn't say anything, would you have just kept going?
So
Because I didn't know it popped.
here's
She's
the
like, oh, I
thing.
popped it. And I was like,
First things first. In a situation where you're giving somebody a massage, which if you're a masseuse, you know is mostly a relaxing experience for somebody. That's why they come in. Unless you're like a fucking NBA like sports
I mean,
massage.
I
like,
wanted to get shit worked
Of course,
out,
but it's still like they put on music, all that. They lower the lights to immediately start by being like, "Here's the deal. My untrained eye, you got cancer. Anyways, put your head down. Don't talk for an hour.
Yeah.
Crazy." And then to be
to
like,
figure out yourself, hey, cancerous moles don't pop, so it's not cancer, and then just not say anything until I bring it up.
the issue that I have is that if it was a zit that was so ready to pop that it popped by her giving you a massage, what does this lady think skin cancer looks like? Has
I
she
don't
not
know.
seen a zit before?
I don't
Was she
know.
confused? Because I imagine if she's Jamaican, was she black? Not all of them are.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe zits look different on them.
I would
And she
imagine.
saw it on you, and she was like, I don't even know what this could be. You know what I mean?
Zits are like pretty much of an it's majority. It's like an American problem. This is true.
That cannot
And it's,
be
yeah,
true.
it's because of diets. The modern diet. Is
There's
very
more to
true.
this massage.
Oh, there's more than
Yes.
skin cancer?
Keep this up.
She's giving me a massage. When she gets to my legs, she goes, "You got strong legs. You got real strong legs, like an athlete." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And she goes, "Which is strange because clearly you're not an athlete." She's just roasting me.
It's just Don Rickles giving you a massage.
She was just fucking with me. Like I know what she means. She's like, "Hey, you have strong legs. You don't appear to have strong legs." But what it sounded like is, "What do you use these strong legs for? Fucking your boyfriend?"
Yeah.
Because you're not playing sports. It was crazy. She was like,
I'm gonna
"You got
finger your
strong
ass."
legs like an athlete. Clearly, you're not an athlete."
That's
I was like,
nuts,
That
dude.
dude, that
Why?
accent is bordering Irish.
"Clearly, you're not an athlete."
Clearly, you're not an athlete.
If
Clearly, you're not an
If I'm-
athlete.
I think they are kind of close.
I
though.
think they are close in terms of like I believe like Northern England / Ireland are like I think a lot of the slave
What's the
trade
thing if
came
you-
from like the Caribbean.
if you say beer can but you say it in a Jamaican, what is it? If you say beer can in an Australian, God damn it, I have to find it. It's so wait.
If you say it 3 times in a mirror, Bloody Mary.
Beer can.
If you say Bud Light 3
accent.
times in a mirror, Kid Rock appears with an AR-15.
So
The
if you
sickest
say
video of all
beer
time. So
can
funny.
in an English accent, it sounds like you're saying bacon in a Jamaican accent. So say beer can with an English accent.
Beer can.
Now
I
A
can't-
Jamaican,
now
I know, I
English
can't do
accent.
a
now it's
British
like
accent.
now I'm all
Beer
tripped
can.
up in my
beer
head.
can.
Beer can. Beer can.
What are you doing? Why are you
I can't do it.
screaming?
I can't do it. One sec. All of a sudden, I can't think of how an English accent sounds. Hello.
Beer
Beer
can.
can.
Beer
Beer
can.
can. Beer can.
Beer
Bro.
can.
Oh, you and Ned with a beer can. Yeah, it does.
It does. Beer can.
Beer can. Jamaica me crazy.
Anyways, now
hey.
that we just took a trip back to the 3rd grade, that was a big
Huh.
thing in middle school. You guys never heard that before? Oh, maybe I don't know.
Discovered it?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I googled it and it came up immediately. So,
Beer can.
all right.
Bacon.
I feel like the bit is. I feel like
Dead. But yeah, crazy
Bacon.
experience. She just
Very funny that she popped. you.
immediately called me fat, gave me a cancer scare, and then was like, "Yo, sick legs, psych, idiot!" Like, I was
psych,
like, all right.
dumbass. Your legs are fucking
Gross.
weird because they're athletic and your top half is ugly and not athletic.
It was like weird they have
Also-
strong legs because I know you don't do anything athletic, pussy.
Now
Like, it was
pull
like,
your
all
dick
right.
out. I have to jerk you off now.
I don't think
You
I.
didn't get happy
She
with it.
immediately would have called it small. I know she would have.
Yeah, you.
Do
would've
you
came
like
so
She would have
good.
been like, "It looks like you got tree balls."
Which one do I rub?
That's amazing.
Look, I like a cocktail weenie.
I don't have enough confidence to do an accent.
Try any accent.
I
Any
did
accent
I
you
nailed
can.
the beer can thing pretty good.
What? Say it again.
Well, now I'm under pressure.
Do anything.
Beer
Say,
can.
"My name is Matt" in any accent other than American English.
Dude, I want to do Ebonics so
You can
bad.
do Southern. You can do Southern. You can do Ebonics. You can do Boston. It can
Well,
be an
no,
American
I don't.
accent.
I
just
don't
not
like
your
that I'm on the
accent.
spot. It's putting too much pressure on
That's
me.
the whole idea. Go.
And
Yes,
No,
and. Yes, and.
because
yes,
you
and.
guys
yes,
have been doing accents. You're like, oh, it's not a big deal. I'll just do it. But I'm not going. Do it. Do an accent. Prove
I'll
you
do
can.
it right now.
I'm
That's
not
I'll
saying-
terrible.
do it right now.
I don't even
At
know
least
what
I
that
went for it.
is.
The worst
I
person
don't-
dancing is the
I
one
don't
that's not.
expect you to be good at it.
So
I
wait,
want you to just
name
do
an
it.
accent that you want me to do.
Oh, now I can just. You're like, look, you
Name
you
a
pick it,
reasonable
I'll
one.
nail it.
Here's the deal, dude. There's only
Asian.
5 accents that anybody asks somebody to do. It's English, Australian. There's Jamaican is a good one, Southern, and then I guess whatever that
Boston.
5th one is. The Boston one's pretty common,
New
but
York.
like New York.
Those are the only
fucking-
5
fucking
accents
New
you
York.
can say.
I can do
'Cause
like
you
Southern.
can't ask somebody to do it.
No,
a
like
Chinese
you jokingly
makes-
were
yeah.
like do Asian. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
can't do
that.
which is silly.
because
Do whatever you think you'd be best at,
I don't know.
regardless
I mean,
of what you think you'll get in
I
trouble
kind of want to
for.
go. I kind of want to go Southern a
Go
little
Southern,
bit,
okay.
but not.
Southern
But
would
it's
be a
not.
little-
You do like a real like
No, that's
Southern
good.
drawl, but I'm just a little bit. Like I've
Southern
lived in the
drawl.
city for a while,
But
but I still got them
We
roots.
we do
in
where
me.
we're from. We
Yeah.
call you slicker.
Yeah,
You're a city slicker.
I ran away from the country.
You
Too much
ran
hard
away
work.
from the farm.
I got soft hands.
You said
I
that
don't like
you
to do
got
work.
to get around them Starbucks.
I see. I debate that mine is actually in this
Oh,
conversation
yeah,
better.
Yeah, yours is better.
Yeah. See, it's not that I can't do it. It's that I just don't feel
I would
comfortable
argue
doing
that's
it.
not as great. If I'm being
What
honest,
it is.
I would
See,
argue
but-
that it's a little
All
worse.
right, y'all are starting to piss me
Don't
off.
say y'all. That's appropriating my culture. I legit say y'all.
I'm code switching.
I'm code switching. Wouldn't that be funny? It's like, fuck, dude, we're in Alabama. It's like,
Y'all.
it's like, start code switching. Be like, fucking, what's up, y'all? Dude, when I go to Oklahoma and I go to the lake and we get out on that water, I know we've talked about how being on a boat with a flag behind it is the most patriotic thing. You want to love the country, get on a boat. I tell you what, dude, when I get out at fucking Lake Eufaula in eastern Oklahoma and I start getting out there and I'm on a boat, and they're playing country music, I start getting a little draw that I have never had before in my entire life. Living in Oklahoma City, never once had an accent. I get out on the water, start feeling the waves a little bit.
Toby Keith.
I
I start going, I'm proud Toby Keith's from Oklahoma.
Water, little
Turn it
country
up.
music, and an American flag. That's as patriotic as I want to be.
Yeah.
There's like a height. I remember
That's-
going to a Super Bowl party at my friend's house in middle school or high school. And during the national anthem, his dad said, "We stand for the national anthem in this house." And that's a level of
Goddamn right.
patriotism.
That's too much.
I was like, that's a lot. I remember I must have been 13. And even at that age, I was like,
Yeah.
that sucks.
That's crazy. It's like I went to Catholic schools my whole life, right?
Uh-huh.
But, and I get it, like I'm around all of it. I get the whole God thing. But like if I'm at a friend's house for dinner and they're like, all right,
God thing.
time to pray. It's like, oh, you guys are like
yeah,
that,
praying at
dude.
the table.
Damn, dude.
For like Thanksgiving or Christmas,
dude.
yes.
Yes.
But on a regular, like a random meal,
On
what are you doing?
Tuesday over spaghetti, like, bless us, O Lord, in these like
Dude,
gifts
we
which
have-
we are about to receive. Dude,
My
no.
grandpa used to make us do like I have cousins that I see maybe once every 7 years, and we would have to go in a circle and say what we were thankful for on Thanksgiving. Every time we went to Thanksgiving at my grandma's on my mom's
You're
side.
like, pussy.
It was crazy. It's like I've never seen this guy, and I have to be like, I'm thankful for the friends and family we have here today. It's like,
it's
dude.
the
I get the
worst.
cringe factor
It's
of that, but that
forced-
seems pretty normal,
It's
though.
forced
It's
sincerity.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
it's forced sincerity. It's
It
crazy.
sucks.
And then my grandpa, right before he started dying, he was like getting really sad about and like sentimental about
dying.
about everything.
What a
Sentimental.
pussy. He was all like, I'm going to
He would, call,
die.
he would just like randomly he would just randomly we'd be all like having dinner and he'd just start crying.
Dude, at least like,
I'm just like,
bro, don't roast your grandpa. Holy
he's
shit,
dead.
bro.
But it's like very kind of sweet actually. He'd be like, I'm so thankful for everyone's
Yeah,
here."
dude,
and I just remember being like,
My grandpa just
Dude,
did.
dads men turn into such pussies at old age.
yeah, when they get
right
65.
around 60, like, dude, my stepdad is a man's man. Like, he owns dozens of guns. He has been running a bait shop for the last 30 years. And within the last, like, 2 or 3 years, he's been, like, not yet cry, but weep at the table when, like, there's a big family dinner. He's like, I'm just happy you're all here.
yes,
My
yes,
dad is
yes.
kind of getting like that, but my granddad, who just passed away like in the last couple months, he never broke, not
Yeah.
one. He was just
Well,
fucking.
some old guys have that in them. Like, if your family ever sees you cry, they'll find a new dad.
Yeah.
They're from that generation of like,
There is
you
a
get
weird
2
generation.
cries
Yeah,
in life.
Yeah.
Don't waste it on a dead dog.
Yeah.
Well, my granddad was, and you have your joke about your mom, like it was very much. We'd be like, all right, no conversation on the phone ever lasted over 2.5 minutes, not once. And he'd be like, all right, love you, granddad. And all right, bye.
Yep.
Yeah,
And you could,
Yeah.
he still had the fucking, you could
Yeah.
hear the click, which makes it even worse. It's not like
Yeah.
somebody hanging up a cell phone where it's just over. It's like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
That's like-
Oh,
Dude,
shit,
like
okay.
Ariel's grandma is so direct about like she survived like 3 genocides, and she's like,
Nuts.
it's
Damn, she's like a cockroach.
Yeah.
She's like, you ain't get me.
Yeah.
And so when you hang up on the phone, she'll just be like, "You come over." She doesn't tell me, or she doesn't ask. She's just like, "You're coming over and doing yard work." Okay, bye. And then I'm just like, "Okay, I guess I am." And
Alright.
it's like I guess
Nice.
I have to, because what
Hell
am I gonna
yeah.
say no? I can't say no to the lady,
Yeah.
Sure.
dude. I don't know if she listens. I shouldn't bring this up, but her neighbor is like very supportive of the stand up thing that I do. But
Right.
she's very like, so I was doing yard
That
work.
we do.
Just in general, I was just
That
saying,
we do.
she likes my stuff, but I was.
I bet she
taking
would
out-
like us.
She would
too.
like us
She
too if
probably
she saw
does,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
She
I
probably
don't know if
would
she
like
listens
us.
to the podcast, but anyways, she
Hi, if you do,
Do you like us?
tell me you like me, please.
So I had to help do some yard work for Ariel's grandma, and I was taking down like these garden beds that they created, just these wooden beds, and she was like, it was in between her grandma's yard and her neighbor's yard. They were like in this like dead space that's kind of both shared space, but there was then a series of the garden beds that were just clearly on the neighbor's property. And so I took down all of them because they asked me to. But then the girl comes out and goes, "Can you take down that tree as well?" Which was on her property. And it's a fucking tree, so it's like, that's not easy, you know? I was like, okay, I guess. So I take the tree down, and then I pull up all the planks that have been like just dry rotted right there. And then she goes, "Oh, what are we gonna do about all this dirt? Because there's like a pile of dirt that the plant." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do about it." And then I just like I was like, "I gotta go." Like she was basically trying to like finesse me into like. Not only taking apart.
You pulling up that tree really made there be a lot of dirt on my lawn.
Yeah. What are we going to do?
I can't believe I don't know what you're going to do about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
I'm not going to do anything.
You can hire a landscaping company.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I was like,
how big was this tree also? I feel like
Papaya
that's a
tree.
huge ask. That doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know what a papaya tree looks like.
It was like a hard oak.
Yeah. Papaya tree.
Yeah.
It was probably like 30 feet up.
I'm not very familiar with a papaya. If it's somewhere between a cedar and a pine.
We're talking. Are we talking about a 3-man job? It was kind of cool cutting down a tree. Let me tell you something. It did make me feel tough.
Did you use one of these?
No, I used
honestly,
axe,
if you
dude.
told me papayas
axe.
can't grow in Florida because of like our climate, I'd believe you. I have no idea anything about papayas.
I don't think that I would believe that because
They
I
taste
know
like
that
shit.
they taste like fucking dog shit.
They're
bad.
awful.
They're
Did you
bad.
eat the seeds?
I don't know
I don't
what
know.
it is.
Oh, I have had the seeds. The seeds are fire, actually, somehow.
Am I thinking of pomegranate?
Yes.
You're thinking of pomegranate.
Because they explode a little.
Yes,
They're-
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
pomegranate, I know
Delicious.
nothing about. You're right. I'm on board with that. If somebody was like, pomegranate actually only
Dude,
grows in
what
Alaska
the
on that
fuck is
time
a
of the year.
papaya?
You don't know what a
It's like
papaya
a
is?
fruit. It's like a yellow fruit.
I know it's a fruit, but like I can't
They're
picture it in
dog
my
shit.
head.
They're like orange when you cut it. When you cut it in, it's like orange.
They're really bad. I bought papaya juice at the store one time because I
oh yeah,
I go to like
yeah.
that Cuban place and they got all sorts of wild juices and shit in there. I bought papaya. It literally tasted like shit. Like
Yeah.
it was so gross.
You gotta get a batido de mame.
What is that?
Mame is similar to that. It's like a very waxy, like pink fruit. It kind of looks like a papaya, but it's pink.
Okay.
And it's called a mame. And a batido is a shake. So it's just it's a mame milkshake is basically. Batido
Okay.
de mame. It is incredible. Back when I was working at a Cuban restaurant, I drank that shit like by the gallon, dude. It was incredible. It's the best thing.
Okay.
I'm hard.
Once you get, Mexican drinks are horchata.
Cuban.
Horchata?
Horchata.
Yeah,
is
that is
bussin'.
your dude. Your fucking Iowa.
It's
showing,
horchata.
dog, to just be like No, sorry. Horchata is Mexican. You are right. But to go from him talking about some other Hispanic drink to being like Mexican drinks are the shit.
Yeah, we're talking about Cubans.
Yeah, he's talking about Cuban.
It's the same. It's close enough when you're talking about the food.
Brother, completely different
No,
continent.
not even.
No.
Not different continent.
Cuba?
They're both North America.
Cuba and Mexico? Well, Mexico's North America. Yeah, I was thinking South America for Cuba, but
Yeah,
I forget
Mexico's
Cuba
North
is technically
America.
a part of. Yeah, fuck, man. Okay.
Don't you try to guilt me into being racist.
They are completely different cultures, though.
Yeah, and
And-
their food's really different.
I've ordered Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I've ordered Spanish food
Cubans-
from my Mexican.
Now I can confidently say
Cuban's a lot
different continent.
of Cuban food's a lot of like marinated fried
yeah.
meat.
No, it's
Like a lot of
not.
marinated for like
I get how
pollo
you could,
bistec,
every
vaca frita.
dude, here
Vaca frita is
here
the
there's
best.
okay. Let's not act like in Florida there's not like Mexican Cuban places that it don't
masas de
exist.
puerco.
Because there's
know
Cuban,
what that
there's
is.
an entire
The pork
Cuban
chunks.
restaurant on the at Las Palmas where I go to.
Mm-hmm.
There's an entire Cuban dish,
Yeah.
like series of dishes.
Yeah, sure.
You can have
It's similar
combination
enough.
restaurant. You can have combination restaurants, but it's different.
I'm not saying it's not different. It's similar.
I went to a barbecue Mexican place not that long ago.
That sounds good.
It was fire.
I like that.
But those aren't the same.
No,
But barbecue is a Texas food.
am I
Mexico's
dumb?
right below.
I might be dumb. I don't
You're
know.
not dumb. I get what you're saying, but I do think
Here's
I
in my-
think for us, listen, let's just be real. We're white guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, sorry. But
And we have a podcast.
for people who are like,
Whoa.
don't do that. We don't have to apologize for trying
No,
to
I
be
know.
creative.
I hate
but
fucking-
Or being
for us to be like, I can see where you're like, rice and beans is in both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get.
But
I get.
rice is
chips
also
and
in
salsa.
Asian.
Yeah.
Chips and salsa is
But like
not.
fries,
Here's the thing.
fries and mac and cheese are in like barbecue, but also like burgers.
Chips and salsa
I consider
is
barbecue
not.
and burgers the same
Cuban at all.
But I get it at those restaurants.
Yeah, at those restaurants
That's
where
like
you
a
can
weird
also get
combo
enchiladas
restaurant.
there. But
Yeah.
enchiladas are not Cuban.
In a real Cuban place, instead of chips and salsa, they will bring out
Plantain chips.
they'll bring out sliced.
They'll bring out working
buttered
parties that
Cuban
you have
bread.
to live in now.
Or they'll
'cause
also
it's
bring
fucking-
plantain chips.
It's a communist country. You
family
guys,
does.
with mojo sauce, which is like a garlic sauce, which is like I think it's too much.
why don't we call Lando Gonzalez the expert on all things Cuban?
I worked at a Cuban restaurant for 3 years.
That
If we're
doesn't-
talking food, I know it.
Yeah.
Do you know how to salsa?
And I know
No.
Mexicans.
I've met a couple.
I knew a guy
Cubans
named
or
Jesus
Mexicans?
for a while.
Cubans
Jesus, shout out to
are-
Jesus. If you every once in a while he DMs me, old drug dealer. He got deported. I think he's back in the States though. Maybe
Crazy.
not. He was the tiniest little Mexican man. It was he was the coolest fucking guy in the world. He was the guy who would get drugs where you're like, how did you get an unopened bottle of ketamine?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that, like literally like something a vet would like stick a needle in to give a horse. He was just like, here. I'd be like, holy shit. And then you microwave it and snort it.
I
and it would,
remember
like stop working.
I
and
had a
all.
friend who would I had a friend who robbed a so like
Robbed the jewelry store and told him make me a grill.
I did have a friend in so I had a friend in Iowa. It's funny a drug dealer in Iowa is just some guy who like sells weed. Like that's like what it is.
It's just Frank.
It's just it's just Tim.
Yeah.
And I had a friend who robbed him, quote unquote, and all it was he opened up I might have told the story, but my friend opened up this kid's driver's door, punched him in the face, spit on him, and took his bong. And everyone was like, "Did you hear that so and so robbed Cole?" And I was like, "It's like not even that crazy."
Do you know how easy it is to rob any white weed
Drug dealer, yeah.
Oh,
It
so
is
easy.
the easiest
There's-
thing,
they're not-
and you will face zero repercussions. I say this as a white weed dealer who got robbed so many times.
You're like, I'm gonna contact my lawyer and see what I
I'm
can
gonna
do.
do nothing. You scare me. Have I told you the story about? Have
When
I
you had
told
a
you
gun
guys the
pointed at you?
story about getting robbed when I went to the house?
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
the
Oh
guys?
yes.
What do I do?
Nothing.
Oh, Doopy left. Sorry, he doesn't watch this, but he's a real guy. But like, it's like, oh, you saw him walk into the front door of this house, and now he's gone with $1,500. Do you want to file a complaint? Because there's 4 of us with guns,
yeah.
and we're all really obviously on drugs. You know, what do you want to do? I'm like, I'm just going to go home probably.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and I'll call Doopy a couple more times. He'll ignore it for sure. And then I will do nothing about this. And they're like,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they're like, thank you. Okay.
And that's what you do.
That's customer service. It would
You
be
go,
funny.
I'm
to have-
out of here. And they go, you better be.
Yeah,
Customer
what you do
service
is learn
for
your
a-
lesson, and you don't just let someone walk away with your money.
Well, the thing is you learn that lesson then, but so many other
Mhm.
times
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had given Doopy money and he had gone in and brought out drugs. That's the thing that's what it is. That's a very common thing when you're dealing, like, I think I'm the middleman, but really I'm dealing with the middleman. Like, there were times where I was buying from people who were like, I have 20 pounds of weed, and I'm like, sick. That's the plug. But even then, there's somebody above
jump
that.
in it like Scrooge McDuck?
Right, exactly. Can I do a fucking weed angel in it? No, it's really not. But like, it's not really as much as space
You could
as
probably
Is it like
do
probably
a-
like
you
5
could probably
you
do a weed
scattered it
angel.
out
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
in
yeah.
a thin layer, of course, but they don't want me to do that.
No.
That wouldn't
Kick,
be
one
good
second.
for-
Can I actually?
Yeah.
Can I break this
One
open?
sec. I got an.
I
Hey,
have
Jesus,
this, I have this
got an
taped
idea.
up.
This would be a really cool TikTok.
Yeah. So sometimes is that, but sometimes it's just the guy who knows the guy who knows the guy. You know, it's all
Yeah.
that. So like, you give somebody money enough times, and they come back with that money's amount worth of drugs.
Yeah, you go. Oh, that's what
you
this
go,
is.
I trust Doopy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Sure.
I fully trust Doopy. I trust Andre, and I trust Gooch.
All real people. I would
All
imagine.
100% real people. I'm not being weird. I'm not being racist at all.
I feel like
They're all
every like
people.
drug dealer I ever had was just a white guy that you could easily just walk up to and be like, everything you have, and they'd be like, I have half an ounce and $200 on me, and you're like, then give it to me.
Have you
Come
seen?
on, man.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
just like a
seen-
minor inconvenience.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
I'm gonna have to call my parents for more money.
Not even that.
So-
just like, fuck.
Have you seen the video? There's a video of a guy who's like selling somebody weed, and the guy goes, "Okay, so here's the deal," or the white kid gets in the car, gives the guy $200 for like a half ounce or something, which is like a crazy price.
Yeah.
And then the guy is already filming it, and he goes, "All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna take this. You're not getting shit, and I need you to get the fuck out of my car." And you can see the guy go, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay." And it's just like a white guy. It's like everybody that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
And he just gets out of the car. And
It would have been any of us in that situation.
yeah,
I've never been
100%.
in a situation quite as straightforward as that, but yeah, I've always been what some might call finessed.
Sure.
You know,
It wasn't just straight, give me the money.
no. Well, that one felt kind of, but I've never been like, "Hey, I have a gun on
Yeah.
you. Give me all your shit." Like that's never happened.
I like to think that I would fight back. I wouldn't. It's the easiest way is to just go, here's the thing. I'll deal with the. It's
like-
better
'cause
to
it's
do.
like, sure, what's the likelihood that whoever you're dealing with
Yeah,
is
is
going to
gonna
kill
shoot,
you?
yeah.
Really low.
But-
But what's the likelihood that you try to fight over somebody who has a possibly loaded
Yeah,
gun
what's
and you catch
stupid,
one?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Over
Stupid.
what?
Over
How much could
$200.
you have? A couple $100?
Your pride.
Your pride? as a man?
The ego
As
is
a
the biggest
man,
deal.
I'm not going to let another man rob me. I'll die for that $150 quarter ounce of weed.
Goddamn right.
That
This is why I train jujitsu 17 times
Yeah.
a month.
That's a funny thing that somebody can be like, "I train jiu-jitsu every day," and then somebody's like, "Give me your shit," and they're like, "Fuck, dude, we didn't go over this. God damn it,
They're
dude."
like,
I was sick that day.
Yeah.
you go, give me my gun. He goes, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He takes 6 steps back. He goes, give me your gun.
Yeah.
Give
me
me
your
the
gun.
money.
He just gets on all fours and he's like,
Yeah. Like The Exorcist. He's
and the guy's just like,
yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
There's a training. So there's a move that you get taught.
of course I don't know it.
Well, no, I was gonna say.
Hey, there's a training move in
No,
the
no, no, no.
military. Are you
There's
familiar?
there's the guy the guy that was doing those fake video. Well, he's not fake. The guy, yeah.
Yes,
So they
I am
do-
familiar,
so-
The black dude
yeah,
who like
they-
has
one of
the
the-
worst advice.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
things they teach you in the military is the same thing where you point if somebody's pointing a gun at you, you hit the top of the slide away from whatever and you duck at the same. It's literally like when they were teaching it, I was like, no. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like a guy who can like scrap and I'm not going to do this. This would be a crazy.
Yeah.
If somebody pulls a gun on you, I'd just be like, "All right, sorry, bye. Like here you go.
Yeah.
Here's everything." Dude, when my
That guy's videos were so
So
funny.
funny.
Every stitch I saw of those was like, he's going to get you killed.
Yeah.
Don't do any of this.
Yes.
He'd be like, if someone puts a gun in your face, grab it. Fake him out like you crazy, so put it in your mouth. And then
they're not going to what are they going to do?
You want to show this
Squeeze
guy
the
you ain't
trigger?
there to mess around.
yeah. You want to show him you the alpha. What's the craziest thing to do? Put a little gun in your mouth.
Yeah. I like how we're giving him an accent that he certainly doesn't have.
I think he did.
He had that mustache. He had like a little pencil thin
Crazy
mustache.
mustache.
Dude, a pencil thin mustache is a crazy look.
It's
a
the
crazy
least
look.
trustworthy mustache.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Just like a little Richard mustache. Like
Yeah, because like there's the mustache I have, which is almost no grooming. That's fine if you can get away with it, whatever. Then there's the people who you're like, I don't know, like the guys who like twirl them at the end.
That's actually the worst mustache.
So
No,
that's
the
no.
worst.
I still think pencil thin is the worst because those
Pencil
guys
thin
just
is
care.
the worst. This guy is pretentious and lame.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy stinks.
That guy will have sex
That-
with your girlfriend. Not that it's an option for him, but that's why he would if he could. You know what I'm
Pencil
saying?
thin mustache would take advantage.
Pencil thin mustache will put a hand on someone in a crowd, and then the
Yeah.
girl will be like, "What the fuck?" And he'll be like, "Oh, he's all
Pencil
you
thin
know?
mustache is slipping shit into drinks.
Yeah.
Twirly at the end is gonna be like, sorry, dude.
at
Yeah.
a fucking at a
You
brewery.
weren't giving her what she wanted, man.
She likes the way
Yeah.
I make IPAs, brother.
Yeah.
I make an old fashioned out of bitters I made myself.
I
Is
know how
there-
to knit.
Is there
Loser.
anything? Is there anything lamer than that? Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like that corporate masculinity of like you know that like loot box stuff where it's like a monthly subscription and they send you
Oh
shit?
yes.
There's like that man box, and it's like as if masculinity can be boiled down into a straight razor.
yeah.
They're like, do you want beard oils and straight razors, and you can brew your own micro brews at home? It's like this like weird level of like it's all the best way to describe it is like the commercials for like that Sasquatch soap.
Yeah.
where it's like-
Yeah.
It's just like, are you tired of soaps for women? It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's soap. It's
Are
like, this
you
is guy
tired?
soap.
Are you tired of smelling like soap? Do you want to smell like the woods?
Here's our scent, bear shit.
Yeah, no, it's literally shit.
You ever
like that.
walk by a diesel engine and you get a huff of that exhaust and you're like, that kind of smells good for a weird reason. Be that.
Yeah,
exactly.
do you
Yeah.
kind of like the smell of diesel for no reason? I actually do fuck with the smell of
It
gas.
is.
I don't
do
like diesel.
it.
I like gas.
I do like the smell of gas, but it is that like weird like it started sprouting up in like I feel like the early to mid 2010s where it was like, this is manliness. Buy a straight razor and have beard oil and like
Flannels, button to the top.
flannels. Yeah, and it's like,
Flannels button to the top is a look owned by Mexicans.
yeah, that's a very or only the top.
Are you about
buttons.
to? Are you about to?
I'm about to say I know hipsters who do that.
You're about
too.
to give me
Yeah,
a
yeah.
rebuttal as if like,
Hipsters
but like,
do the same thing.
but like the cholo Mexican.
yeah,
It's
they
been
button
like
the top
that.
and they unbutton
And
the
then
bottom.
everything else is unbuttoned. Sick
Such
look.
a sick look, dude.
Sick look.
I did that in high school for a while, just like as a bit at parties, and then I kind of thought like, I'm kind of cool.
and then you did blackface the other day.
You don't even know if it's a bit anymore. You're like looking at yourself in the mirror. You're like, who are you?
You are Mateo.
I had a oh my god, this isn't I'm gonna say it, but it's not that crazy of a thing. But like people I know from the military were posting that they were celebrating Cinco de Mayo and they were literally wearing it was a hat, fake sombrero that dangled a mustache right there. And I was like, this is crazy. This
Yeah.
is legit like
It-
No.
but so here's the deal. I'm not the fucking
I think that's nuts.
social justice warrior.
Well, I mean, they
per-
sell
police
that
here.
stuff.
Yeah, but they, people got to buy fucking.
It's
People
not
got
on
to
the
buy
same level of
Nazi fucking
blackface.
shit. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not,
of
but
You could
course.
find that at Party City.
But it is racist.
Yeah, I think it is crazy.
It is to be like,
Sure.
here's what we're gonna give you: a sombrero that has a little tiny Mexican
that
mustache on it.
dangles, yeah.
But
Like,
you know
it's
what else
crazy.
is pretty fucking tight, though? I guarantee you, if you showed that to any Mexican dude, he'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's also
Well,
truth
that's
is
the
that
truth
Mexican
about
dudes are
almost
like,
everything,
alright.
Yeah.
dude. How many, dude? Like that's the truth
Yeah,
about
actually, you know
so
what?
many things, but it doesn't
Should I
mean
go
that
buy one?
it doesn't mean that you can do them. Like, you know what I mean? Like my old roommate used to be like, I don't care if you say the N-word. I'm not gonna hit him up and be like, do you still care? Just for the record, and then be like out in public, like
Well,
he
that's
doesn't
a-
care.
That's a different thing, just because it's like that could go bad because you could get comfortable saying it and then
Yes.
say it not in your house with him. You know what I mean? Like that's a
Yeah.
bad move to get used to saying it to where it's added into your everyday vernacular. Where you just say it so much that you might just like accidentally drop one at the post office.
That's not good. You shouldn't. The
Yeah.
N-word is not. I don't even think that might not have been the best example. That's not even in the realm of like this might be okay.
That's bad boy.
If somebody,
You bad boy.
Listen, if you're a worker at MSNBC or CNN and you get a picture of you posted with a sombrero on and a little dangly mustache, they might go, "Don't do that. Come on, don't do that."
Yeah.
Listen, you already saw we had to get rid of Don Lemon, okay? And he was black and gay. Are you kidding me? You
What
know,
did he do?
he was just a terror to work with. I think there might have been
Was Don Lemon gay?
I think Don Lemon was gay.
There was a sexual assault charge against him from a guy.
Dude, did you see that Trump just got found guilty of sexual assault like 2 hours ago?
What?
Yeah.
Are you making that up?
No, I swear to God, I saw it on.
Yeah, Don Lemon is gay.
Google it. Trump just got. Yeah, he just got found guilty of sexual assault.
You need to Google
Don
that.
Lemon's sexual assault charge is from like a while ago, like a long time ago. But he like in like a gym locker room grabbed a guy by the balls and called him the F slur,
That's amazing.
which is
Oh,
alpha as fuck.
jury finds Trump liable for sexual abuse and defamation. Liable, not.
what
guilty.
is?
That means that that means he's getting sued. It's not.
Well, yeah,
It's
because
not
it's not
going
a
to
criminal
criminal
case.
case.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
So it's basically guilty, but but it's not a criminal case.
Yeah.
So he's liable for it. Okay. Well, yeah, that's. I do like that. When Tucker. Why can't it come out? Tucker Carlson
Don Lemon, yeah.
got fired, and then CNN was like, "Oh yeah, we fired a gay black guy. How about that? Which is the equivalent. Them
Fox
fire
News is just gonna put a gun to Megyn Kelly's head and just be like, "This is our next move."
But Fox firing a white guy is the same thing as them firing a gay black guy.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah.
It is.
It's the
political,
exact same
for like
thing.
where they're at. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's the like political equivalent.
Yeah.
CNN firing a gay black guy is Fox News firing a
Yeah, gay black
white
guy.
guy. A white
Or
guy.
wait, sorry, yeah. Dude, that's so good.
Gay black guy's not going into Fox News.
No, they would never allow
They
that.
They do like Milo Yiannopoulos, who's gay as hell.
Yeah, he's super gay, but he's also like a fucking Nazi. Like he's nuts,
he's really
dude.
racist.
That guy's crazy racist.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
keep up
so
with
weird to
politics.
be like a part of a marginalized group, but also hate other marginalized groups.
I know.
That
it
doesn't
is
make
weird.
any
Being
sense to be
elitist.
like, man, people. I've had homophobic slurs thrown at me, and it was not fun. Anyways, here's why black people are inferior. It's like, what you? But you did the thing.
Who is this that does
Yeah.
this?
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah.
he's
What's his descent?
He's white,
he's
but
white.
I don't know what you're not.
I think
Sounds
he's
maybe
some.
Greek.
I think he's
Yeah,
some
it
sort
sounds
of
Greek.
Greek. Yeah, I think he's like originally
Yeah.
from there because he has a slight accent. But he's most known for just going to colleges and getting booed, which is the funniest thing to me because it's just like, dude, you know, as Milo Yiannopoulos, you know that you can't do a speech at UC Berkeley. You
But that's what
can't.
they do. It's fun for
It's for their
them.
clicks.
It's like when
Like
Ben
Crowder,
Shapiro
yeah, all
goes
those
somewhere
dudes, yeah.
and then they let in somebody who has eye makeup on and blue hair and they go, I have a
Yeah.
question for Ben Shapiro. They go, you're to the front of the line, ma'am.
Those
They
are
go,
Zer-
those are
Zer.
viral
It's
videos.
that's the equivalent of like crowd work for them.
Actually, if you were
It is.
that's Ben
It's
Shapiro's
great.
crowd work.
5'3" with his little yarmulke, and it's like, actually, if you were born with a penis,
Yeah,
then it makes
exactly.
you-
It's like the reason John Crowder goes and argues against fucking 18-year-olds on their campus
Yeah.
as if that makes him intelligent. Dude, that guy's a fucking retard.
I'm double your age. I can outsmart you.
yeah,
it's like, sick,
good.
dude.
You should be able to. I've been in college for 6 months.
Yeah, dude.
3 of them
That's
I was
also-
on break.
That's like the kid that you're arguing against being like, I can outsmart the fuck out of a 10-year-old. Dude.
Exactly,
It's like, who
dude.
cares?
It's so crazy. Yeah.
It's so funny.
We're political on this podcast.
Ben Shapiro does crack me up though, because I love the videos of like him getting checked by other dudes, because they're always like, you understand you're like 5'3", $130.
That is the funny thing
I
about
could beat the fuck out
that's
of
the
you.
best thing about like
you're
being
tiny.
like masculinity.
manlet,
And
yeah.
it might be toxic, whatever, but it's nice to be like, yeah, you might be better with words. I'll fuck you up, dude.
The
I was
pen
gonna
is
say
mightier
some
than the
words.
His
sword.
comeback is always just like, well, I'd like to see you in a debate.
Yeah,
And, it's
and
like,
then
debate this fist to your
who's
pussy,
you
gay
know
boy.
who's Ben Shapiro's. That's good. You know who Ben Shapiro's security is?
just a slightly taller.
No, do you know who it
Yeah.
is? It's I don't
Steve
even want,
Wilkos.
I don't even want to say his name because we've talked about it, not on the podcast, but it's.
You're joking.
I swear to God, I've told you guys this. You just don't listen.
No.
Comedian
Yes.
is his security.
He's a part of his security team. Yes. If you've ever noticed, Chad has pictures of him with like Joe Rogan. And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
all
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's because he was there with Ben.
Can I be 100% honest with you?
Yeah. Don't fucking like that guy.
I don't like that guy. I definitely don't. I also don't know if I would take him in a fight over me. He's not very into. He's
That's
tall.
well, that's what I'm saying.
What's
it's
he
like
secretly
it's
like
like
a
some,
jujitsu guy?
It's like some man being like, "I'll fuck you up," and then I think not, or like, and then they,
suit up
yeah, it's like you're in a 3-piece suit and it's fucking 90 degrees outside. I'm gonna wrap that jacket around your neck while I
Yeah.
He goes-
face fuck
he
Ben
goes-
Shapiro,
he goes-
idiot, dumbass.
He's like, I'm gonna get really dressed up for the Kava bar. I'm performing.
It is funny to
Stay
think,
back from
it is-
Benjamin.
it is not to talk shit about somebody openly, but it's my favorite thing to do. Is like, it's funny to be like, I have a picture of me with Joe Rogan, and now I'm in a suit with tennis shoes on at a kava bar doing jokes about Florida traffic. Kill yourself.
I also have several sexual assault allegations.
You heard it here first. I don't
What
give
if
a fuck.
we dig deeper and we find out the person who is accusing him of sexual assault is Ben Shapiro?
Whoa! And that's how you got the gig.
Yeah, he's like, I have to pay my security guard extra because he has tapes of me fucking my ass.
Damn, dude. Do we?
he's
leave
just
this
getting
in?
he's just getting railed
Yeah,
in the
fuck him.
he's just getting railed in the ass, and he's just like, I counterpoint.
You might actually think that you're fucking me, but in a way, I'm pushing back into your penis, which
If
means
you'll-
I'm fucking you.
If you'll notice, my
Technically, you're the gay one.
and then they clip it, and it's like Ben Shapiro dunks on security guard's cock.
You'll notice my hip thrusts. It's
You'll notice that my hips are actually thrusting back into your pelvis.
If you
Meaning,
didn't come,
I
now
am
if
fucking you.
Now, if you liberals were actually trying to be culturally appropriate, you would please come on my face and miss the yarmulke. Please do not hit my yarmulke with your jizz, sir. Dude, gay Ben Shapiro rules. Gay Ben Shapiro
I'll gladly
rules.
collar your balls. Sure, of
If
course.
I were to stuff
Why
a
wouldn't
bra
I?
and slightly tan, I would look like a Thai lady boy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, I like gay Ben Shapiro.
I like gay. Dude,
I'll get behind Ben Shapiro if he comes out as trans, which would be nuts, dude. Could you imagine the culture shift of Ben Shapiro, who's been arguing against trans people's existence?
And he
for-
just comes out.
He's made his whole
Just-
career that, and then he finally has to be like, all right, it's the day we've all been waiting for. I, Ben Shapiro, am trans. What would his name be if it was
LeBron
Ben?
James.
I will
That's
now.
just your joke.
Yeah.
This is my
It's just- that's it. I will now go as LeBron James Rogan, and
Fuck, dude. That's
And-
so funny.
Please, when you see my penis, please refer to it as a clitoris.
yeah,
Thank
dude,
you.
that's a real thing, by the way. Have I talked about that on here? Some trans women like to call their penis clits.
I bet. Yeah.
Crazy.
I think it is like when a woman gets pregnant and like because a baby like a fetus doesn't have like a sex yet, and then once like the biology like whatever decides like the chromosomes, that like piece of you like either turns into a
Well,
clit or a penis regardless of
yeah,
like
that's what
So-
depending on the chromosomes.
Have you ever? I feel like we might have talked.
That's
about
why your
this.
dickhead is like as
You've-
sensitive as a clit.
You've
Is
seen
that true?
well,
That's not
clitoris.
true.
The
Clitoris are-
clitoris is way more sensitive, but it is the similar sensitivity.
Yeah.
But have you seen the fucking?
But it
have
is
you
your boy
seen
clit.
when whether it's a woman transitioning or a woman who might just want to get buff as fuck and starts taking
Yeah,
steroids?
yeah, yeah,
Their
yeah.
clit, when their clit reaches a certain,
It looks like a wee wee.
it literally looks like a penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn,
Shit's
dude.
disgusting.
We're
It's like
smart
Ben
as fuck.
Shapiro's penis. You're getting dunked on, Ben.
Yeah, we're gonna send this to. Should we tag Ben Shapiro in this?
I would love to.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
And then
sues
I
us
would,
for
I would
defamation.
legitimately go on Ben Shapiro's show and debate him, and I know nothing.
oh,
I would just go on there and I'd be
gladly.
like, counterpoint, Ben. You ever thought that you're gay as hell?
Yeah. Hey, idiot. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not. I have a wife and two
You
children.
know what it is? You know who he is? He's just Sheldon from that fucking TV show in real life.
He's
He
just
really
autistic.
is. He's just conservative Sheldon.
Yeah, he's conservative Sheldon.
That's really
So
funny.
gay Sheldon.
Yeah.
When you raise an autistic boy on Bill O'Reilly, he becomes me.
Yeah. That's literally what it is.
That's his origin story.
His
As a
or- his
kid, he actually-
his superhero origin story is he's just on the spectrum, and his parents put him in front of a TV
Yeah.
playing Bill O'Reilly for too long.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And I became the gayest man on the internet.
Technically.
We love Ben Shapiro.
Okay, I
How long
wanted.
have we been? Oh, okay. We're going. We're good. We're good. We keep going.
There was a thing that some guy tagged us in the podcast page, and it was the worst sport. I discovered the worst sport that exists. It's called combat juggling. Have we seen this?
Combat juggling.
Combat
Like when
juggling.
dudes like juggle machetes.
No, that'd be way cooler. They juggle. So me and you would just both start juggling, and then we'd have to like not make contact, but like dance around the other person and fuck up.
Try
their
to like
juggle.
flinch you into.
Yeah. You basically are like, yeah, you make them, and then videos are nuts because
Juggling,
there's
you're
like,
Pussy.
yeah, and that's what it is. And they
Oh,
like,
you
there's
chose
like
you chose to juggle apples. Fucking loser.
when you watch it, it's bowling pins, and when you watch, there's a referee, and it's so funny because the referee's doing the thing that like wrestling referees do, where he's like getting in, like
That's
wrestling
so
referees.
crazy.
Wrestling referees are like little worms. They're like,
Yeah.
So these guys are like in it, like they're like watching to make sure there's like no contact, and their dudes are just like, and it's the whole time there's like music playing in the background, but it's so funny.
So-
I bet the music's so intense.
I bet, yeah.
That's
yeah, that's exactly.
That's all
It's
it
that
is.
song played on a guitar. It's
Yeah.
like dum 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 dum.
So I saw something similar. It's like a alt sport where they hang a fucking like 12-inch sub from a string in the middle of a wrestling, like a middle of like a cage, and then two women, you have your hands tied behind your back, and the first person to take a bite of the sandwich wins. It was I watched.
That sounds
I
kinda sick.
watched like 15 minutes of minute-long TikToks of this.
Did
it
you
was
beat off to
crazy.
this?
No, I didn't.
Did
come
it
to
spark a beat off?
I did not. It did not spark a beat off for
Music
me,
videos.
nor did I. But I see how somebody could jerk off to this. Yeah,
Mhm.
because these
'Cause
women
they're-
they're boxing each other
Yeah.
out. These women have their. You know how hard it is to take a bite of a swinging sandwich when you have somebody else who really doesn't want you to.
With no arms.
Yeah, they have their arms
Tied-
either like
tied?
pinned behind
Yeah.
their back in some sort. Yeah, you can't grab the
Hilarious.
sandwich and put it into your open mouth.
Yeah, I like
Wait,
that.
what are you doing?
Yeah, you can't grab the sandwich because it's on a
Yeah.
string. So you
Hold on,
can't
Wait,
hold
just-
on.
use the other hand.
This sandwich is a foot
you're-
long, by the way. So really get
So
into
you,
the length.
Yeah, you
of it.
can't.
You would want to put the mic. You would want to grab it. Probably the strings in the middle, so you probably want to grab it by the back and the front,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and then
Maybe
you
a
were allowed to
twisting
use
motion.
Your hands, and then I don't see how twisting could work, but sure, like you do it, and then you just
Uh-huh.
Get the crumbs all out of there.
Yeah.
the crumbs are just falling onto the mat. You just have to let those fall. They might go on your chest or something a little bit.
Yeah. I
and
like to
you
get
just
get
in there.
crumbs on my face.
But the thing about this is you can't go two hands into it, so you
Oh.
have to go no hands, and then you
first.
really. I would imagine you have to really open your mouth.
yeah, do that.
All right. Well, that was one of the gayer bits I've ever done for the sake of this podcast, but it's
Yeah.
okay. it
Well,
was a sick sport, though.
I saw
I think that would be fun to
I
do.
saw
That would be fun.
professional cornhole on ESPN. the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Just dads.
I've
Yeah,
told
yeah. the dude like I was
the
watching.
least athletic people you've ever
No.
seen in your life, just like
It's funny too, cause like it'd be funny for the cornhole, cause it's just dads. It's like they're like when their stat sheet, it's like 6'3", 220 pounds, 3 kids. It
Yeah.
lists the amount of kids.
I don't know if something's a sport if like the way that you get in the zone is being 4 BLs deep.
yeah.
I don't know
right.
if that's quite a. I like to be a couple BLs deep when I do my gay little art of stand-up comedy.
That's
But
different.
I
That's
wouldn't
not a
want to be
sport.
4 BLs deep
Hey.
and play basketball.
Don't delegitimize what we do, man. This is our dream.
You know, it's
Well, it's
fun-
not a sport.
'cause they
That's
call
what
it-
I'm saying. Because I think you can get in the zone with a little bit of alcohol.
yeah.
But if I would
I
never
mean-
want to if you're like, yo, let's go play football. I would
There's
be like,
so-
I'm gonna chug some beers.
There's so many. It's funny that in comedy there's like comedy and then there's like alt. There's like alt sports. That's what that is,
Yeah.
dude. I've told you guys about me doing the pillow fighting league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got paid like fucking $1,200 to
What?
compete in a pillow fight.
Damn, I'd
Pretty
do
Yeah,
that.
dude, it was nuts.
I'd do that.
Cornhole.
Fuck
Didn't you
yeah, I
play,
would do
didn't
that.
You, Zach, right?
We did a tag team.
You versus Zach or you
so
versus
it was
Drew?
me and Danny against like Drew and Zach, and we fucked them boys up, dude.
Yeah,
Big
I
time.
bet Danny's probably a little ball of anger.
Yeah. Well, they actually had to tell us
Yeah,
to keep.
probably.
They had to tell us to stop laughing because we were laughing because we were pillow fighting.
Yeah.
No, of course.
And
yeah.
they were streaming
You
it
go versus
live.
Zach.
You're
just
4
hard
grown
as
men
hell.
pillow fighting.
we were full grown men pillow fighting.
Did you have
and
to be in
they were
undies?
like, what?
Did you feel like undies?
No, I was in a tank top.
You
and
got
shorts.
tricked. You got
And
tricked
they were
into
like, "We
just
want
being
this to
on like
be
a
intense."
weird kinky webcam.
Well, it's fucked up because then we do like a post fight interview where they're like interviewing us, and Danny is like making like sexual assault jokes. Like it's great, and they're like, okay, like we're just like we wanted to fuck them up real good. Those pillows hitting us felt pretty nice. It got us going a little bit. Like we're just like being comedians, and they're like streaming this to some like affiliate of ABC in some way. And they're like, all right, moving on to the next fight. And so we just got to watch a bunch of bitches pillow fight. It was
Tight.
kind of sick.
I also don't think that's like a sexy like people they used to use it in like 90s movies as
Yeah,
a sexy
yeah.
trope, like girls pillow fighting. It's like,
Well, what's hot is girls in their lingerie jumping up
Yeah.
and down.
Yeah.
oh, for their titties bouncing.
Yeah, like
titty
the pillow,
bouncing
the
is
pillow
sick, yeah.
fighting.
No, titty bouncing. Is
Well, the idea of
never
pillow
mind.
fighting is they're in their lingerie, they're jumping up and down, but somebody might hit a chick in the tit
and it pop
and
out.
knock her bra off or pop
Oh.
a titty out.
Sexy
Pop the
pillow
titty
fighting
up.
is good. Watching women fight is not hot in
At all.
any way.
No.
Watching a woman get aggressive, like if at any point a woman I'm sexually attracted to has to go like, I'm out. I'm so out, dude. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
have you heard of that documentary about like the tickling ring?
No,
There was like a
that's what I call my butthole.
Woo! We
Didn't
could
see
end
that
on
coming,
Gotta
dude.
get
We
it.
have 45 minutes. We have 45 because we could end on that.
The tickling
Oh, yeah.
ring.
That's what I call my butthole.
There's a webcam ring of like this company that was like sending out dudes who were like they would hunt out very Christian dudes, like from very small town Christian communities, and they would hit them up and they'd be like, hey, can you go on a webcam and like tickle yourself with a feather and whatever and just film yourself doing that? And they're like, okay. And then it would just like get progressively worse. And then they would basically like blackmail them and be like, you have to do gay porn or we're going to email all of your friends and family in your small town who are really Christian that you've been doing gay porn. And they would just like blackmail them into like, they'd go from being like, ooh, hoo, hoo, thanks for the $100, weird company, to being like, you're going to get butt fucked.
Imagine getting blackmailed. So crazy.
Well, let me tell you, these boys got blackmailed.
That's really getting blackmailed.
End the fucking podcast, dude.
We're not going to beat Tickle Ring and blackmailed.
They got
We're done.
blackmailed.
Blake,
Thank you for being here again.
oh, thank you, good girls.
Goodbye.
All right, that's hilarious.